Hey, y'all, picture this: a guy like James Harper, loaded, the kind of rich where you don't even check your bank account, living in a sprawling estate in upstate New York, all marble floors and chandeliers. But it's so quiet it feels like a tomb. James had everything: CEO of a biotech empire, private jets, you name it, but none of it could fix the one thing that mattered. His 6-year-old son, Liam, who hadn't spoken a word since his mom passed 2 years ago. Liam's world was a fortress of silence. Bright lights made him scream. A hug sent him spiraling. And those big blue eyes of his just stared at nothing, like he was locked somewhere James couldn't reach. James tried everything: top doctors, fancy therapies, sensory rooms that cost more than most people's houses. He burned through 8 nannies in a month, yelling when they couldn't stop Liam's meltdowns. But deep down, he knew it wasn't their fault. Every night, he'd pace that mansion, glass of whiskey in hand, staring at old photos of Liam laughing with his mom, wondering if he'd ever hear his kid's voice again. It wasn't just grief. Doctors said Liam had severe autism, but the label didn't explain the fear in his eyes or why nothing worked. James felt like he was failing the one job that mattered, and man, that broke him in ways no boardroom battle ever could. Then came Sarah Dawson, a new housekeeper, slipping into the house like a shadow. She wasn't like the others: no resume, no chatter, just a quiet woman with tired eyes and a past she didn't talk about. She cleaned, folded laundry, kept her head down, but there was something about her like she'd seen pain up close and wasn't scared of it. One day, while sweeping the living room, she noticed Liam hiding behind a curtain, clutching his little stuffed bear. She didn't say a word, just hummed this soft, old lullaby, moving slow, like she was dancing with the air. Next day, she left a cup of warm milk near where he sat, didn't look at him, didn't push. By day 3, that cup was empty, and Liam's eyes followed her, not with fear, but something else, something alive. Weeks passed, and Sarah became Liam's anchor. She'd hum, leave milk, never force a thing, and one rainy afternoon, it happened. James walked in and froze. Liam was kneeling by Sarah, who was lying on the rug, exhausted. He held a toy stethoscope to her chest, his little face serious, and then he whispered, "I'll fix you, Mama." James's heart stopped. His boy hadn't spoken in years, and now this? To her? He wanted to scream, to cry, to thank her, but all he felt was a stab of jealousy. Why her, not me? But before he could process, his advisor, Claire Monroe, swooped in, all sharp suits and sharper warnings. "Sarah's dangerous," she said, pulling up old court records, claims of negligence from Sarah's days as a nurse. She lost her own kid, James. "You want her near Liam?" Claire had been James's rock for years, steering his company through lawsuits, so he trusted her too much. Against his gut, he let Sarah go. She didn't argue, just gave Liam a small wave and walked out. That night, Liam unraveled screaming, banging his head, calling Mama, until his voice broke. James sat by his son's door, helpless, realizing he'd screwed up. Then Sarah called, sent him a voicemail: Claire's voice, cold as ice, threatening to ruin her if she spoke out. James's blood ran cold. He dug deeper, found a buried report from a Dr. Ellis, saying Liam had sensory processing disorder, not autism, a report Claire had hidden to keep control, to keep James dependent on her experts. Furious, James fought back. He hired investigators, rallied families Claire had misled, and took her to court. The trial was brutal. Claire's polished lies crumbled as parents and nurses testified about her manipulations. Sarah stood tall, her voice steady, saying, "Ask Liam if I'm dangerous." The judge ruled in Sarah's favor, exposing Claire's fraud. Sarah came back, and Liam ran to her, sobbing, "You came back." James wrapped them both in his arms, no words needed. Months later, at a gala for their new foundation to protect kids from misdiagnosis, Liam stepped on stage, toy stethoscope in hand, and said, "This is my mama. She fixed me. Now I fix her." The crowd gasped, then cheered. James, in the front row, laughed through tears when Liam added, "And Daddy helps, too." That night, the mansion wasn't silent anymore. It was alive with Liam and Sarah's son, Noah, building block towers, laughing, messy, real. But here's the thing: Claire's still out there, waiting for her next move. Could someone like her ever change, or is she too far gone? Drop a comment. Tell me what you think. Have you seen someone twist the truth like that in your own life? Hit subscribe, share your story, and let's talk about what justice really looks like.